Here's the question. What you think is the most critical aspect of classroom management? Okay? So you just get up, find someone that you don't know, introduce yourself and say, well, yeah, look, I think the most critical part of classroom management is, and just tell them what you think. Alright, let's do that. Thanks, mate. Alright, good luck keeping the kids occupied. Keeping them busy, having good lessons is definitely an important aspect. What other ideas do people give? Yeah.
Going further, not too fast.
Right, having that balance of not being like a Nazi or the they react to that, don't they? You know, and then not being all over the place, too soft, almost too friendly, whatever. That's the problem. Yeah, getting that balance. Students do well or they don't do well. It's your responsibility. You can imagine the response. It's principle well. I want to tell you, folks, today's presentation is going to be a little bit confrontational. It's going to be a little bit challenging because I agree with him, but I don't think it's just that simple. Students are involved in this. Okay, it's not just us. We are the critical aspect in classroom management in my view. And I'd just like to read to you just a reflection that a teacher had in one of the schools that I was in. And this reflection, it's a teacher's reflection, says, I've come to the frightening conclusion, if I can just read this for a moment, I've come to the frightening conclusion that I'm the decisive element in the classroom. It's my personal approach that creates the climate. It's my daily mood that makes the weather. As a teacher, I possess tremendous power to make a child's life miserable or joyous. I can be a tool of torture and instrument of inspiration. I can humiliate or humour, hurt or heal. In all situations, it's my response that decides whether a crisis will be escalated or de-escalated and a child humanised or dehumanised. And I guess that's a powerful reflection where there's an onus of responsibility pretty much on ourselves. Now, I'm going to tell you that I didn't agree with that when I first started teaching. I thought, because I had no idea. So then I tried to get conscious. I said there's some books here, guys, that I really recommend, Conscious Classroom Management. Then I tried to get conscious about what is it that I'm actually doing here. And I thought, oh, well, I've got these strategies. You know, I do this, I do that. And so I would have executives say to me, oh, well, we've got a professional development, can you just do a half an hour with some staff, we'll tell them what you do. So I'd go, oh, yeah, all right, beautiful. So I'd get up there and I'd say, well, look, these are some of the things that I do. Strategy, strategy, strategy. Then one day, a teacher stopped in the staff room there, and I'm running around like a madman as a year coordinator does in schools. And she said to me, you know what, I tried those 3 ideas you told us about the other afternoon, none of them worked. I'm here, photocopy, and I went, oh, okay. Picked up my stuff, I had to go, and I walked. But that was 7 years ago, and it never left me. And from that day, I kept thinking, now, okay, first of all, I thought it was the kids. Then I thought I've got something to do with it. Then I thought it was the strategies that I use. And now I'm realising that maybe no, there's something more to that. It's not just the strategies. Because this teacher's telling me, oh, I'm using these strategies, they're not working. And it finally dawned on me that there is an invisible aspect to effective classroom management. And that is the teacher's presence. Who we are as teachers. And that is one of the things I want to focus on today. Now, by the way, guys, there's going to be lots of practical strategies that I want to share with you. But one of the key aspects is about you and how you are to be in the classroom, or ideas about how you are to be in the classroom that can be effective. Up into the air, I want you to totally ignore your balloon. Your job is to make sure that every single one of them are staying up. And if one balloon hits the ground, you need to bend it over, pick it up and pick it up so that it's going in here. Okay? So on the count of 3, the balloons go up in the air. Then when I ask you to, I need you to just grab a balloon, bust them, pop them open, grab a strip of paper, and then come back to your desks, okay? Alright, 1, 2, 3. Keep them up. Keep them up. Don't drop them. Okay, once it's in the ground, keep it up. Grab a balloon, any balloon. Let's just make some noise. Bust them open. Yeah, so just tell me, what what are some of the responses to side A? What do you want from me as your teacher? So can I get some people to read out some responses that they have there? Make sure the paper side A. Okay, so then we remind them, the hands, yes. Be treated fairly. Okay, so then what I'll do is I'll say,